right, guests of the Dr. Ben and Friends podcast, let's grab this dry erase board. I am going to explain a game to you, and listeners, enjoy this fun game. I am going to read two headlines. One's an actual medical headline, and the other is a hoax. Okay. And so I want my guests here to determine which one's a headline, which one's a hoax. My inbox for emails is flooded with spam mails, particularly medical headlines. I don't know if yours is,
all the time, yeah.
But the latest studies and all that. And so I would like to highlight one of these that I received in my email. So I also get a lot of emails from the Hormel Food Company about canned meat. I think it's spam. But, okay. All right, let's scrub in for this one, folks. Two headlines. One's real, one's a hoax. Study reveals that procrastination may actually extend lifespan by delaying stress-related diseases. Study reveals that procrastination may actually extend lifespan by delaying stress-related diseases. Headline number 2. Alabama woman receives pig kidney transplant. Alabama woman receives pig kidney transplant. I'll give you a few seconds to write down your answers here. And the folks at home, be thinking of your answer. Which one do you think is real?
I think I'll let our guest go first.
Okay, we're letting Dr. Justin go first. Are you ready, Dr. Justin?
I am, yeah. For number 1, I believe that is a headline. At least I hope.
Study reveals about procrastination.
I'm really good at procrastinating. I was always getting anesthesia.
I like it. Let's show the audience. Procrastination is the headline.
Number 2, I believe, is a hoax.
About the Alabama woman receiving.
I went to medical school in Alabama.
Oh,
It wasn't that backwards. Almost.
All right, and Dr. Justin has his answer. And John, are you ready?
Yep. I also think it is the... Why did I write kidney? Anyways, I wrote pig.
As the headline or the hoax?
As the hoax.
The hoax?
Yeah. I just, I feel like I've seen my mom post or repost the procrastination thing. And I'm like, yeah, you would.
And it kind of makes... Yeah, it makes sense that maybe I was going to die today, but I think I'm going to put it off. Yeah. And their lifespan.
Will you send me that article? Right. Maybe tomorrow.
Yes, maybe I'll send it tomorrow. Hey-o.
That's very funny.
I'll send it tomorrow. That's good. That's good. All right. Drum roll, please. Ready for the big reveal?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well, actually, the real headline is Alabama woman receives pig kidney transplant.
Really?
Yes, an Alabama woman received a pig kidney transplant.
Roll Tide, baby.
Yeah. No
kudos to the person who came up with that idea. Like, how does even one come up with that idea?
I mean, they must have been really desperate.
And get it approved.
I can't imagine the medical study behind that.
Yeah.
Yes. And then it went on to say she was the first person from Alabama to call the hogs. So when she woke up from anesthesia, she, ooh, pigs, suey, razorbacks. But that's the actual headline. And I think she also only speaks now in pig Latin.
So this is starting to feel like an SEC podcast.
But she's doing well, actually, and she was ill recently. Doctors are monitoring her for swine flu and signs of Parkinson's disease.
That's unfortunate.
But that is an actual headline. A woman receives it.
Shout out to Bertha. That's what I imagine her name is. So.
Where does it stop, though? Can I get the eyes of a hawk, or what else are we going to transplant
There was all kinds of animal parts I love. Like some large talons.
The heart of a lion.
Oh, yeah.
The heart of a lion, yeah.
All right. Now, John, tell me, have you ever thought about being a surgeon?
I'm pretty good with my hands with the yo-yo, but it has not crossed my mind in a very serious matter. No, but I feel like we're about to dive in.
All right, this portion of the podcast is the Dr. Ben Buzz Battle. We are taking a spin on the classic Hasbro game. And this patient has several ailments, 12 to be exact. Things like injuring his funny bone and a frog in his throat and a foot fungus. So we're going to make you honorary doctor today, Dr. John.
All right. Well, I hope I don't let you both down.
And in 60 seconds, we are going to see how many ailments you can help this gentleman.
And if you can, I mean, Dr. Ben is the funny bone
This is how I put
specialist.
it on.
And if it buzzes, then just go on to the next one and we'll see how many out of the
There he
12
is.
in 60 seconds. Now, before any surgery, this is we have to do a timeout to make sure we have the right patient, the correct procedure, the correct surgeon. So timeout, everybody. This is Cavity Sam. He's here for 12 ailments with Dr. John Datoy. And we have anesthesia here. Did the patient receive antibiotics?
Yes,
Okay. Woo. All right. We are ready.
I agree.
The clock will start and you'll have 60 seconds to remove as many of the 12 ailments. If it buzzes, move on to the next one. Okay. Start the timer. Here we go. Oh, Dr. John.
He's got some good technique.
Yes. Do we need any music?
Yes.
Some doctors like music in the operating room and some like it completely quiet. Dr. John is working methodically here.
I think it would feel a lot more realistic if we had some rock music in the background.
Yes, I like that.
Beep, beep, beep of the pulse oximeter.
Yes, I don't like it to sound like a... Oh, okay. That's
Oh.
okay.
Or code
Anesthesia. We need it over here. No, don't get flustered. It's okay. He's doing great. Look at Dr. John.
Not even breaking a sweat. Man.
Wow. Usually anesthesia's kind of heckling. But,
Hurry up.
Yeah. Looking over the drape. All right. Time's up. 60
bad.
seconds. All right. Very good. Dr. John. Let's count them up, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ailments. He set a high bar, high standard there, folks. Dr. John.
Nice job, man. That was awesome.
That was great.
It was tough. There was a lot of complications during that. So
Yeah, if we had like a post-operation press conference interview, Dr. John, how do you think it went in there today?
first I'd put on sunglasses and I'd be like, it was a very valiant effort today. I could feel my phone going off during this. But honestly, we made it about halfway there, and then I had to call on Dr. Justin for some consultation, and we took care of most of the ailments, but we're going to have to do some evals, I think.
I think so.
To,
It felt like it was a little touch and go there for a while.
It really was. I got flustered, and yeah, I heard your voice in the back of my head, Dr. Ben, being like, in your Adam Sandler impression, be like, that's going to carry me through the rest of this. So it's going to be
Great job. Great job.
Ba-ba-ba-boo. Doctors, they always have good news and bad news. What do you think you'd tell the family, the good news and the bad news with this operation?
Well, the good news is we got the frog out of the throat. Yeah, it's going to be very coherent speech going forward. Bad news is they're still going to have some butterflies in their stomach, so that first date's going to be pretty rough. So,
Do you ever get butterflies in your stomach for stand-up comedy?
I do. I still, and that's why I love still about stand-up. I do it I get it before every time I go on stage. How about you?
Yes, it used to be very terrifying to almost where I needed Dr. Justin for my panic attacks. I'm like, why am I doing this? It's a little less terrifying, but certainly, that's a good thing. The butterflies, I think.
I think it helps the people that we have on their shows too. It's kind of like having the nurses, I imagine, around you. Be like, no, we got this. It's going to be a good show.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good
I think
time.
if you didn't get them, it'd be kind of like, well, you're at that point where you don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I think it's a good thing.
I've had personal shows where I'm like, the boat is leaking and let's just get to shore. So,
Row your boat ashore.
yeah, exactly. So
That's kind of one of the hard things. Like, similar to surgery, like I kind of respond to what the patient does and kind of give and take. And I'm sure you kind of have to like interact with the audience. Like if they're just not biting the bait,
Yeah.
you got to kind of switch gears. And
I sometimes have as an MC, sometimes I'll have like a moment where I'll lean against the wall, be like, all right, guys, let's get real for 5 seconds.
okay, you're not laughing.
I get that I'm not Dr. Ben, but he will be out here if you are polite for the next 20 minutes. So